Hey, welcome in. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the game. Great American experience happens once again. Welcome to a cool Sunday. I'm the Wizard of Oz. It's not my show. I keep this going for the community here. So this is your show. So grab a link, come on up, load your bowl, load your drink. Let's get this party started. Talking about that, it's time to load the bowl. I'll be right back. Enjoy the fire. So hey, I'm back. What's up? So, how was your day? Come up and tell me about it. Grab a link. Come on. Don't be shy. Yep, yep, yep. Hey, who's all out there? Come on now. I'll be up here by myself. Holy cow. Come on now. You hear about this though? Hero with a handgun. Police praised armed Good Samaritan neutralized gunman during deadly rampage at the mall. That's trying to get details on it. At least four people, the shooter, are dead and others are injured following the shooting at a shopping mall in the suburbs of Indianapolis, according to local reports. Greenwood Chief James Eisen said a Good Samaritan with a handgun at the scene killed the shooter. He said others were wounded and are being treated in area hospitals. The shooter has only been described as an adult male. Police said he had a long rifle and several magazines of ammunition. Officers responded to the call regarding an active shooter at the Greenwood Park Mall in Greenwood, Indiana, just after 6 p.m. Emergency services arrived at the scene while law enforcement officers worked to secure the scene. Police later said there was no ongoing threat. And the Good Samaritan was declared a hero for stopping the shooter from causing more death and injury. Rock on. Finally. Yep, yep, yep. So we have that. That's cool. Yep. What else we got here? So, man, what a beautiful day today was, man. We had a little bit of rain, a little bit, and temperature hovered around 81, 82 maybe, for a good part of the day. So it's nice and cool. We had, yeah, weather's been absolutely, other than energy, yeah, which I'm on generator now. But yeah, there wasn't much for sunlight. So solar power is at a minimum. But yeah, the beautiful day. The nice and cool. Nice rest from the hot heat. Tomorrow's only supposed to get up to 88, so we're looking at another good day. But tomorrow it's supposed to be partly cloudy, but a beautiful clear day for the most part. Yeah, we have a week in the mid 90s. Yeah, it's going to be about average for this time of year. Oh yeah, we're going to have a good one here. And Well, I tell you what, I'll give it a little while longer here. I hope somebody shows up. But yeah, I hope you guys come up on screen and say hey, say hi, see what's going on, share your stories. I'm still missing Prince. Keep catching myself looking for him, calling him. Yeah, yeah, it's just out of habit kind of stuff. Kind of sad. Just trying not to focus on that. New York Magazine column declares death of Democrat domestic ambitions a catastrophe, a catastrophe with 1,000 fathers. Well, so, um, hey, Zoo, happening, buddy? Thank, welcome in. It was a hot one today, Zoom. Well, hopefully, some of this cool weather. Today was a rather mild day. It was kind of nice to have a break from the heat. Yeah, tomorrow's supposed to be 88, but the rest of the week's in the mid 90s. So, yeah, no doubt. There's man alive. I'm telling you what, we got tomatoes coming out of our ears now. Cucumbers and tomatoes are coming in full strength. Oh, good lord! Oh, I'll show you a picture. I know I didn't do a video. Every time I went out to go do it, it started raining. So let me pull it up here. Hope you can see this. Yeah, that's a bunch of cucumbers and tomatoes that we got going on there. The okra's just starting to come in now. So we're jamming on all that. I'll do a video and show you guys the garden and all that stuff again here tomorrow. I promise. Yeah, it's jamming. The tomatoes are so big. They're bigger than the bread to put them on. It's awesome that way. We're as far as garden goes, kicking ass. Yeah, yeah. So I was looking at the news and trying to find something else to talk about here. It's always the same thing. Oh yeah, Lopez and Affleck got married in Vegas. Yay! What a useless piece of information that is. They're saying that somewhere in Europe got up to 117 degrees today Fahrenheit. Wow, hundreds of deaths in Spain. Oh yeah, did you hear this? Pelosi's husband, Paul, buys millions in chip stocks before big subsidy vote. Yeah. Uh huh. Yeah. Imagine. Uh huh. Yeah. But nothing to see here, folks. Yo, rest of it's all bullshit. Yeah, pretty much all bullshit. They expect us all to be, oh, damn, 105 in the shade. What's up, Skulldrazer? Welcome in, Ghost. Damn, grab a link, bro. Please, grab a link. Come on up. Man shot with a crossbow at the convenience store. Zing. That's crazy. Now you're over on that one. Oh, okay. Hey, what's up, bud?
Hey,
I was just about to give up.
huh?
I was all by myself.
Yeah, it was 105 here in the shade, 45%.
Holy crap. Yeah, that's a time you camp right at, in front of the AC.
There's a bad lag.
It'll catch up. Can you hear me? Skull says, I think I'm going to die from the heat. Now, drink plenty of water. Keep a fan on you. You'll be fine. Oh, shit.
Let me try this.
Is that better?
I don't know. I don't know if I have a
Can you hear
delay
me?
or not. I hear you.
Okay, good. Well, I'm sure your systems out there are kind of stressed out from a 105-degree day. No,
I have a delay.
I'll hang in there. It'll get better.
I answer you, but you don't hear me until like 12 seconds after, or more than after.
I'm hearing you. After what? After you say it? Dr. Pepper incoming.
Let me try going out and coming back in again and see if it helps.
Yeah, restart your phone. Do a fresh start on your phone. Turn it off and turn it back on. Let me check this dumb machine. Fire in the motherfucking bowl. Brought to you by SausageGravyBiscuitFarms.com. Yep. Get this the bowl. Oh, hell yeah. Fire in the bowl. Ding. King of that. Oh, wow. So, tomorrow, I'm going to be shoveling dirt, rock, and clay, getting that, working on the garden, greenhouse foundation. Yes, sir. Get that taken care of as much as I can. Hopefully, I can get a trailer or two on out of it on it. Been playing with a CNC machine for days. What's wrong? Sometimes those prints take a while to do, so you just have to be patient. All right, let me put it back up there for you. Oh wow, yeah, that would suck. Skull. It's yeah. Since you lose connection, you got to restart the print from scratch, even if it's got 10% left to go or less. So damn. How's that, Bill? Is that better?
Yeah, I don't know. Do you hear a
Okay.
lag?
No, not really. You're responding right. That are you there?
Oh man, this is really buggy tonight.
Yeah. Dude, it was 105 today in the shade. That means anything with a sun on it was sitting at about 120. So yeah, things are going to be a little stressed out and electronically. I'm talking about overall for the grid and all that jazz. Hell yeah, it's going to be crazy. And it still found a way to mess up. Oh no, I hate that.
It's doubling everything you say.
Oh wow, your brain don't work good from the heat. Skull. Skull grazer. Damn.
This is going to be impossible to talk like this.
Try it one more time. Just try refresh now. Since you restarted your phone, try and refresh. Just a simple screen refresh.
Yeah, because I will. I did try to restart my phone. I did restart it, so
Okay. But yeah, no shit, man. I don't have shop space to set up a CNC at this point in time, so I'm gonna have to hold off on that till I can get a shop set up for it. Uh, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm all jealous. So I am. I, right now, I'm not sure what I would use a CNC for. Or how's that, Bill? Is that better?
yeah, I can't fix this. I can't fix it. It's just it is what it is. No, it's
Okay. Well,
not
I
any
don't
better.
hear. You sound fine on this end, and I don't hear any problems on this end. So if you can put up with it for a while, that would be cool. It might straighten out as we go along. You know what I'm saying?
I'll try.
right. So you didn't have anything that melted, did you? Hey,
Eh,
Bill.
just
Is
me.
it, is it supposed to be? Yeah, just you. Is it supposed to be that hot tomorrow too?
About the same tomorrow.
You know, you should stick a skillet out there and you can make breakfast for dinner or lunch. Fry some eggs out in the sun.
Only thing I want to eat is popsicles.
Yeah. Yesterday it was pretty damn hot here, so I had tomato sandwich, tomato chip sandwiches. I just cut a thick slice of tomato, put it on a piece of bread with some Miracle Whip, and just ate that thing. Oh my god, it was so good. Tonight I had catfish. We went into town, had catfish dinner with hush puppies, French fries, fried okra. It was glorious. Cornbread, cornbread. Hell yeah, it was the shit. Yeah, tomorrow's supposed to be rather uh, nice. Tomorrow, 88 for a high. So I'm looking to get a whole lot of work done tomorrow because it's going to go back to mid 90s the next day. So then it's a grind to get a trailer load done in a day. It really is. So I'm going to try and get as much done tomorrow as I possibly can.
What I'm hearing on my end is 2 and 3 of you.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Yeah, no, we're not hearing it on this side, bro. So it's kind of weird, but yeah. So man. I'm gonna give you something to snack on real quick. I'll be right back. Hey, Moggies, welcome in. Checking in to check it out. Hey, what's happening? Chocolate covered graham cracker cookies, crackers. These things are the bomb, especially when the chocolate's all melty like this. Hey, Sing, what's happening, brother?
How's it going?
Hey, Sing.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Did that help with your echo issues? Having a third on here, or is it still bad?
I'm only hearing it from Wiz.
Really? Because yeah, you're fine. That's
Oh no, you're doing it. Yeah, I'm hearing 2 and 3 of you.
I'll be darned.
Gotta be your connection.
No, I'm hearing 2 and 3 of both of you.
Oh wow.
Hey, school. Hey, Moggy. I know Zach's out there somewhere. Hey, Zach. I think Zach's our most loyal viewer.
Right. Hey, Maggie.
Well, I hope.
Go ahead, Bill.
I'm not going to be able to fix this, so I'm going to drop down in the chat for a while and see if anything changes.
All right. I'll try to get in here in a little bit, okay?
Yeah.
I knew Zach was out there. Hey, Zach. How's it going, buddy? Oh.
My mother came to visit today, this evening.
Oh,
I had a
nice.
good visit. Yeah, I had a good visit with her.
Cool. That's always good. Losing connection. Are you direct wired in your CNC, or are you trying to use Wi-Fi? Because any CNC I've ever used, if you're not direct connected, the Wi-Fi sucks.
Right. He said he's losing USB connect.
Oh, from the computer to the machine. Oh shit.
Yeah. I tried a different cord.
Yeah.
That's all I could think of.
USB. Now, are you using USB for your internet, or are you using USB, or is it the USB sending a message from your computer to your machine? From the computer to the machine. Okay, that one's a little more tricky. I mean, I've been lucky. Any of my views, it's done pretty well. Beyond maybe a pin not being the same. I know on a lot of those, they've got specialized connections and stuff. Well, a USB wouldn't have the pin. I've never run a USB to one. They've always had the pinned, you know what I mean? Like the computer screw in with the pins, different pins and stuff.
Well, the CNCs that I've had in the past were kind of low budget ones. And the only way to get the file to the printer was through the SD card. You had to download it to an SD card, punch it into the interface.
I got you. Yeah. Did you make your own CNC, or both of you, or did you buy it? Anyone?
The one I had, I bought, but I'm not sure about Skull.
I know building them, that's always a tricky part, is getting everything to function together.
Right. Zeroing it out, getting it all set properly, and all that jazz. Yeah.
Yep. To where everything's on I got it off the eBay cheap. You may have to go through and completely, like Emerald said, re-zero everything. I'm talking all your accesses and everything, zero everything out and start again. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's not really in the connection. Maybe something's a little off and just stopping it. Because I know if they come in one piece, even shipping can kind of knock some of that stuff out of whack on some of those little guys.
It sounds like the one I got. He says he got it on eBay for cheap. Yeah,
Right
yeah, those things are kind of hard to mess with.
It sucks, but some of those machines, you definitely got to spend a little more to have more reliability.
Yeah, you get around $400 or $500, and you're talking about something that's actually going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, and they can easily pop up the same small ones for 2,400. We had a laser machine that the company I worked for when I was doing R&D, they got it on the low end and for laser etching. And oh my God, we had so much trouble with that. They finally just had to spend a little more and get a name brand one.
Right. Then it acts like makes you feel like you're crazy.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Because it'll work 1 minute and then the next minute it's just completely failing on everything. And like with a laser machine, it'll start to mirror. So it'll mess up and you'll get like almost the mirrored or 3D effect on the writing where you don't want it. And it's just, yeah, it'll drive you nuts.
Oh yeah. Now my brother bought a machine, and he spent about $400 on it, I think. And that son of a bitch makes some really nice stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, so I forget what kind it was, but
my nephew just got it's a 4 foot by 4 foot one. And I think it was for, 4 foot by 4 foot, pretty big. I think it was only like about $1,800. And that's a big dog. So,
well, that's a full CNC though, right?
yeah. Oh, you were going with the leather or laser. My bad.
Oh no. I was it was a 3D printer.
Oh, 3D printer. Oh, is that? Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to get a 3D printer. There's a lot of stuff that I tinker around with making that a 3D printer would help me out a lot.
Right. Little plastic pieces and adapters.
Well, and then
stuff like that.
Yep. And they've got some that'll do these, they have like the aluminum wire and everything. Now they're more expensive because it's not only a 3D printer, it's kind of a little bit of a welding action. And yeah, it's kind of a funky deal, and I don't even know what those cost, I'm guessing, because the only places I've seen those in are places that do like custom automotive parts. And I know what their CNC machines cost. So I don't even want to think what those cost.
Right. He's just trying to do a CNC for milling circuit boards.
Yeah, if it didn't work with the SD card, that's machine. It's got to be something in the machine, in my opinion, because that should send it directly, or that should be a direct connection there. I still think a good way to make money would be if a person had one of those 4x4 CNC machines and start doing like 3D carvings on like kitchen cabinets for people on their cabinetry doors.
Making signs.
Signs.
Just simple.
Yep.
Start out making signs. Like, welcome and, get the hell out of here. Life's hard.
Right. That machine could easily make you 80 to 100,000 a year. I guarantee it. And it would probably be running constantly. Hey, Jason.
Hey, what's up, Jason? Yeah, Skull. Just piece by piece, do your diagnostics, man. You know how to do that.
And it sounds like my luck, Skull. When I get something, it'll be considered one of the most reliable things out there, and I'll get that one freaking lemon. I swear.
Right? Right.
I did that with a set of DeWalt shears. I bought a new set of DeWalt shears. I've had several of them in the past, and the last pair I got, I went to pull the trigger, never worked. Brought it in, they put a new trigger in it, still wouldn't work. Finally, they just had to brought it in so many times they had to give me a new one.
Right. Hey, Millis Ray. How you doing, Mel?
You know.
Good morning. Guten Morgen. Hell yeah.
So in North Dakota and South Dakota over the last several years, they've started doing permanent cover crops. That's when they don't disc up, it's complete no-till. So they put a cover crop in, and as all they do is before they plant it, they mow everything down, then plant their wheat. They are having bumper wheat crops on less than 12 inches of rain a year in those places.
Wow.
You would think that would catch on because we get like 15 plus inches a year. You would think that would catch on and they would stop doing you know, the their version of no-till farming here is leave the wheat stubble. Well, it doesn't do a thing. All that moisture still just gets cooked out of the ground and everything. You got to have that greenery to send that heat through the root systems into the ground.
Okay.
And without that, then you're just reflecting all that heat off. Not to mention you're creating a heat pocket above the ground with that reflection. And then it's usually you get like hazy mornings and stuff like that, but you never get the rain because it doesn't cool enough to solidify the moisture in the air to actually cause a rain. It just stays in, it stays so hot. It's in a mist form, kind of a hazy form, and then it just moves on to a place where there is a lot of greenery and dumps the rain there, or the rain there because the moisture is cool enough to actually fall. It baffles me that they keep doing it. But around here you get it worked for my grandpa and it worked for my dad, so it's going to work for me. It's like, yeah, but we're learning new things. You've got to adapt. Root, not root. Oh, root.
Doing those damn roots.
Hey, slipping. Got hot here today, Zach.
Yeah, Slipping Tip is Jason. That's him on Twitch.
Oh, right on. Okay. Yeah, where's Huckleberry? Me saying root. Drive her
Looks
crazy.
like Jack just went live. Jack just went live. Dembo,
Yeah, Australian guy?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be darned.
Yeah, I was surprised to see it. I'm still subscribed to him, but he just went live. A launch, some sort kind of thing. I'll have to check it out after the show.
Yeah. Hopefully things are getting better.
Yeah, I would hope so. After all the shit he's been through.
Yeah. School.
What if they get Biden and they find out all the secrets? He's hiding in his diaper. They can have it. Okay. Let me see here. See if I can get it. Hold on. if I can catch up with this.
Hey, Miriam, how's it going? Is Miriam still there with you?
Getting a link for Zoom.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, that shows how bad of a drought we're in. We should be around 25 to 30 inches a year, and we're at 15.
Oh,
Hey,
wow.
Jason.
Hey,
Hey guys. Whew. How's the weather?
Good timing. I got to pee. I'll be right back.
Nice.
my weather
Oh
was
yeah.
awesome today. We actually got some rain, and it's been overcast all day. So, yeah, it's
Kind of the same here. We've been pretty overcast, a little tiny bits of rain here and there.
right. Nothing really made any, nothing, not enough to make any mud. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. But keeping it a little bit cooler than usual.
Yeah. Yeah. It
It's
was,
been
I don't even think, I don't think it got over
I asked
81 or 82.
yeah, I asked my mom like, is it been like muggy our whole life? Because when I grew up, it wasn't this muggy out. Could be just like one of those La Nina or El Nino type things, but I don't believe in it being totally global warming, that's for sure.
Well, when it was, you were inside in the air conditioning
I don't
or
know,
in a
maybe
pool,
I was outside quite a bit, climbing trees, shooting basketball, all kinds of stuff, man.
right?
Being outdoors. Oh, yeah, my brother just visited. Looks like he's got a new lead on a job installing cabinetry for over 20 an hour, so that's making me feel pretty good.
Okay, I feel better. I'm back. Oh, right on, Miriam. Yeah, we had some high heat again today. I
What's
think it was
that
only
like?
101.
80, 90?
Actually, surprisingly enough, even though we hit crazy colds during the winter, we can get some crazy heat during the summer. We're 101 today, but we can easily hit 110, 111.
Right.
But we cool way down real fast at night. I mean, we'll drop. I mean, even if it's well over 100, we'll drop down into the 60s at night.
Man, that's nice, dude. That's why it just tastes so muggy here. It just it sucks.
The constant heat, yeah.
Nobody I mean, I don't see how people deal with it.
See,
You get
this
kinda
time of
used
year. Oh, my bad.
you get kind of used to it when you're out there working every day or something, I guess. But man, no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say this time of year, we don't get rain during the day. Usually, we'll get our rainstorms at night because it's so hot during the day. It just flies right over us, and then at night when it cools down, then we'll finally start getting the rain.
That's nice. That's in where you at?
Uh,
Colorado?
yeah,
No.
yep, Eastern Colorado. I'm in the extreme northeast though.
That's right.
That's why I'm pushing so hard for, a lot of these farms run cover crops and everything. We've got so much heat during the day, and a lot of this is sand and white clay, so it just reflects so much heat back up into the atmosphere, and we don't get the rain we should be getting. That's why constant cover crops would help us.
Out west is getting really dried up.
Yeah, and if they're not careful, we're becoming more and more of a desert around here. county south of me, there's drifts of sand. I've never seen that in my life, and there's drifts of sand. And it doesn't have anything to do with global warming. It has to do with that we need to change our ways of doing stuff. And we need to have, this land is used to having vegetation all over everything constantly. So if we're going to be farming it, we need to work with that same theory, because we can't do like we've been doing for the last 80 years, because it's causing, I don't want to say changes, it's causing issues.
Fire in the bolt of that.
And that's why I'm a big proponent of that carbon has nothing to do with, or very little to do with, what we're actually doing. The carbon we're doing from fossil fuels. There's a lot of other issues we need to worry about greening up the planet. We need to plant more forests and stuff like that.
That's the real new green, what do you call it? I mean, that's what really would be, what do they call it?
Oh, and that's what the left, they want to gripe and bitch about it, but they're all living in cities which are mega pollution producers and mega heat pockets, because everything's paved, there's no greenery. They don't get that the people out here, we're actually in the country, we're actually the folks out here trying to actually do something to change, to get it better.
How dare you?
Yeah, that.
How dare you try to grow stuff on a planet like this?
Yeah. And guess what? We need that fuel to be able to keep growing stuff. It's like, it's so frustrating. And I'll give it to them that some of them are no, I'm not a green tar now.
You're a green tar now. Oh my god,
dude. I'm rural. You'll find that most rural people are all about protecting the land that makes them a living.
Right. Well, you know what they think of the farmers. Just like what they're doing to the farmers in Netherlands.
Right. And the Netherlands got it figured out, because those small farmers, if their land stops producing even a little bit of it, they're done. So they make sure they maintain that land. They're very safe with their land. The problem we're seeing here in Colorado is these massive farmers and the corporate farms. They don't give a shit. If they destroy the land, they'll just move on and buy somewhere else, as long as it gets them enough money to buy the next land and make a profit off of it.
Right.
And that's why I really think we need to go back to a bunch of small farms everywhere, because those small farmers, man, they keep an eye on their soils, they keep an eye on everything. And it's not about making more money, it's about maintaining that and having it for their next generation to be able to do too.
Correct. Thing, are you vegan curious?
Vegan curious? Not that I know of. I sure got a lot of beef in my freezer for being vegan curious.
Skull, you went all ballistic on a plant.
I just plant things and then pour gasoline and stuff and kick plants. That'll teach.
Rock on. Oh man.
Too funny. Man, the guys in chat are sounding more like lefties now.
Right. Well.
Just shoot you in the arm at the grocery store. Yeah. I'm waiting for one of the chatters to tell me how dare you. Yeah. Trust me. Emerald knows what I'm saying. He's very particular about his land, I'll guarantee it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well. Yeah.
And that's because you gotta be. It makes you what you need.
Well, we're getting monster tomatoes, and I'm finally back to having giant tomatoes again. I'm really happy about it.
Right, right. I have no idea, Bill. But I bet you I probably milk more cows than you.
Right? How do you milk an almond? Oh,
There it is, Miriam. Thank you, Miriam. I was waiting on that.
Are in the bowl. Hell yeah. Free the lactose.
Yeah. I've always been 100% against corporate farming, though. I get it if you guys are for it, but I don't like it. It eats up the little guy, but I get it. No worries. It just, I'm sure Emerald's seen the little guys get run out, bought up by corporations too. It's just, if you're out here, it'll turn your stomach watching all the little guys go under, get no assistance, and they're the ones doing the good job, and then the big guys just take over, and they just, yeah, they don't care about the land.
Right.
Corporation. Oh, it does. Yeah. If you ever go through Colorado, you'll know what I mean. It's mostly corporate farming here, very large scale farms. All the little guys, there's another little farm close to me. They farmed about 1,800 acres. And yeah, for here, that's little. They farmed about 1,800 acres. There's a bunch of people trying to buy them out because they had one bad year and, it was too close to call. And they're just getting out of it and selling out. But they're doing a cool thing. They're dividing everything up into like 100-acre spots, selling it to a bunch of different people. They won't send the whole deal or sell the whole deal to some of these large farms.
Oh wow. Right.
Yep. I think that's pretty cool. Now their price is a little high, but well, for me.
Right. Lord Skull, I think you got something. Drink some water, go jump in a cold shower. I don't know, man. You're that dizzy from heat stroke, man. Go jump in the shower and keep the water cool. Those milking cowboys over here. Right? It's like, oh shit.
I don't want to know about anybody milking cowboys. Hey, what you do in your personal time, that's your business.
Right, right. It's so scary there. But yeah, no.
Yeah, I know, Skull. I read your comment. I read the one prior. Yeah, that's just how you read it. Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Zach.
back. What is it?
Oh yeah, Zach. I've had troubles with Twitch too. I like Kool-Aid, Bill. You don't drink Kool-Aid?
Oh, man.
You okay there,
Don't drink.
Jason?
Yeah, it's been getting so hot around out here, man. I might have to turn down the air a little bit. We keep it at like 70 degrees, so it really isn't that cool in here. And I try to aerate the room by having a fan in the window that exhausts it. It kicks it out. It's actually a window fan that's made to be able to pull in or exhaust air.
Do you have an attic fan?
I do not. I grew up with one. I love the attic fan.
Yeah, probably what you need is you need to put in an attic fan or talk to your landlord.
But even no, there's no landlord. We buy this house.
Okay,
Bought it.
well, consider putting in find out where the vents are and consider putting a attic fan in there.
But that was only good for like the fall or when it's cool air out because it's gonna just make it hot in here, isn't it?
Not necessarily. If you wait until, if you're having problems cooling the house, if
It's
you
just so
put a
hot.
vent, if you put a vent fan system in your attic, I'm not talking about from inside to the attic. I'm talking about just a vent fan on your attic to where it
Yeah,
draws
it comes
all the
straight through
hot
the
air
ceiling.
out of the attic at the end of the day when the sun's off of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it'll help tremendously.
But my mom keeps it on like 70 degrees. And if I put it too low, I'll be afraid she's gonna be cold or something.
Right, but if you get rid of the heat in the attic,
Right.
the cold air has more room to expand.
That is a truism.
It is.
A hot attic is never a good thing.
No, even if it's 100 degrees outside, that attic fan, and you can hook it straight up to a solar panel, so it doesn't even cost you any electricity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get one of those 12-volt radiator fans for like a car, and get a 12-volt solar panel, and just wire it right into the fan, and make sure it's pointing at the evening sky. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's something to get rid of the heat out of that attic, and you ain't got to mess with nothing.
Do you have standard roof vents on your house?
Oh, like the little swirly ones that go around?
Or some are little square boxes that just
On the
sit
side,
on there.
on the east.
I have to double check that.
Right.
Some of them are in the roof themselves. If you do, make sure you all
it has those little lines, like it has a vent.
the louvers.
Yeah, it's like white trim with the little, it's like blinds, but made out of wood.
Okay.
Louvers.
That's
Louvers is what it's for.
That's probably your venting area. Now, a lot of problem we run into here is people will remodel and they'll close up the screened part or the vented part, the inlet on the eaves, because there should be a cool air input on the eave. So some of that should naturally go, but when they put a new soffit or something and they'll put a solid soffit, we run into that problem here all the time, and they'll close up that cold air intake. But definitely what Emerald says, if you've got one of those on each side of the house, put a fan in that runs off a solar panel, it'll suck that heat right out.
Yeah, this house was built in the 80s, so I don't know what all they did to it. I did not inspect the attic enough or any.
Well, maybe you should get a ladder and check it out, though.
Yeah.
No, that'd be
Really?
a fun little something to do.
Really, venting is probably one of the easiest DIY things there is.
And one of those generic car radiator electric fans on eBay is like $20.
A generic what?
A generic
Car?
radiator fan
Radiator
for,
fan.
for a car.
And I
On
would put
eBay.
that.
Yeah, you can get them on eBay, 16 inches, and they're only like $20.
And where would I put that?
And blowing out of one of your vents, the hot side of the house.
Oh, okay.
And
Just hook it up with like an extension cord.
just hook it up straight to a solar panel. Buy one of the $75 100 watt solar panels, the 12 volt.
Okay.
Yeah, and you just wire that panel straight to that fan.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Because
doesn't
you
even
only
cost
need it.
any-
Yep, and you only need it to run during the day when the sun's shining on it. At night, you don't need it, so that'd work out perfect.
Maybe they make like a remote one where I don't have to crawl up there.
No, you
'Cause,
don't
like-
have to turn it on and off. When the sun goes down, it doesn't run.
Okay.
Yep.
The way they made this house, the attic is actually in the pantry closet. I would have to take out shelves of food to get into my attic. It's so fucked up. That's
Remove
the
one of those. Remove one of those louver panels. You can go right in through there.
on the side of the house.
Put a
Yeah,
ladder up there.
Not a 2-story ladder. I think it's definitely tall enough.
Just be careful.
We
Yeah,
had a
yeah, I don't-
bird. No,
I
go
don't
ahead.
want
I'll
to. I don't want to hear that you broke your leg after I told you to do it that way.
No, I used to clean gutters and get on top of houses, man. Actually,
Right on.
I was gonna say, oh, we had a bird nesting on our 2-story ladder. I had it on the side of the house because I was cleaning the gutters, and I just left it outside. And this robin, little red robin, wants to come and make a home on the ladder. And my mom was like, "Oh, it's cute." So we just had that bird like the past 2-3 months, just chilling on the ladder. And then it like rains, and we see the rain coming off the side of the gutter. Even though, I mean, I cleaned at least the backside pretty good, but yeah, we finally got rid of it. The bird actually left right in time. Like, it went away, and my brother came over and cleaned all the gutters because he has time. Like, he didn't have a full-time job yet. And it's just it's rough, man, because my mom doesn't, she's able, but she's not like very young, you know what I mean? Like, she's definitely doesn't need to be doing a bunch of stuff. We can't even move into the house because like all of her stuff out there in the shed, her she shed, is just stuck there until I can go and help bring it out, because I'm the only able-bodied person to do stuff around here. And that's why I can't ever leave her, because when my dad died, it was like I was the only one left, to help do stuff.
Right.
I'm not a basement dweller that's just wanting to be here, It's like I pay my rent, I fucking help out, mow the grass, do everything I can.
I take care of my mom. I make sure she's right next door.
I
So
wouldn't-
I mean, if
if I left, I'd be real close by.
if I hadn't got these places so cheap, she probably would have been in the same place. So I get it, man. I think hats off to you for taking care of your mom.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, few and far between. I do get some people that will say that, and I think it's just my own brain that just says, "Damn it, why am I 40 years almost? I'm 38, like still staying here." But my dad died like right in front of my eyes when I was 18, and
You know what?
She
If people think bad about you taking care of your family, all I can say is fuck them. They're POS themselves. Yeah, it's
because I do know there are some basement dwellers, and I've seen them. I've met some of them. None of them are my friends, but I've known some of them, and yeah, I'm not that typical dude, man. Oh, could never just. And I know I probably need to chip in more. I gave her 300 the other day, and it's not enough to me. I mean, she's able to get by. We're making payments, all that. But that's the only thing it does hurt, is that I really need to be more able to just pay the bills around here. I got to get a better job.
hey man, you make a living or you make money to help out, that's taken care of. So I mean, it's not about. I mean, we all wish. I wish I could make more money and send my mom to like Bermuda and stuff or wherever she'd like to go. But
Yeah.
that doesn't happen. It's all about making it easier and making them not have to. I know a lot of elderly people that are on fixed incomes that don't have family or don't have family that step up, and they just barely make it. And you make it to where your mom doesn't have to worry about it like that. So
I think I bring her some ease of mind over just being here alone, then, she would not know how to cope.
that too.
And she doesn't have, I don't see her wanting to marry anyone else. I don't know. She's just not, she's kind of a hermit. She doesn't really have a like social type of background. She's very, housewife oriented. My dad died very randomly, and never would have expected that she was just gonna have to be alone.
You don't have to explain it to us, man. We're all family oriented here too. We'd all do anything for our families. So, if they need it, we're there. So yeah, you don't have to explain anything to any of us here.
I like to clear the air, but at the same time, I don't feel like I do need to explain myself, because I do know that I do chip in to as much as I can.
Hell, dude, half the chat thinks I'm a freaking vegan now. I don't care. So who cares what people think? and I'll even add to it to make them think that I eat meat that's grass fed, not something that comes out of a feedlot. I make sure it's grass fed. So heck, maybe I am going vegan.
Yeah. That's great. Man, you guys are awesome, dude. Fuck. I just had one of those moments. My girlfriend was like hot here because it's like 70 degrees. I got this window fan, and I'm fine. Like, I'm actually kind of cool, but she's a little heavier set, and she needs that 65-degree weather that she's got at home inside to make her pass out and feel comfortable. And geez, man, I was like, I hope you're not disappointing me, because my brother came over and he was chatting and we were talking about good stuff. And it's one of those things you can't just like avoid your brother coming over when I don't get to see him like all the time. And if I do, he's usually like drinking way too much or something on a holiday. So I actually got to like talk to him. He's got a new job lead, like, and I had to go out there. And I felt bad. Like, I was like, I hope I didn't disappoint you. And she was like, no, it's cool. She understood, things would be all right. I felt really bad there for a second. It's like, damn, she just got up and left. She was like, it's so hot in here, and I know you're doing stuff. You had your brother talking to you, and now I'm on here with you guys. But not that that's even a thing. It's just she was hot and couldn't fucking rest or relax. Have you ever heard of those ice? What is it called? They're little tiny ice. Like, you put cubes of ice in this little box, and it basically just melts the ice and throws out air. Like, it humidifies.
Careful with those though, because the energy that goes into producing the ice that goes into all those, you could actually run a small AC with. So careful with some of those.
Run a small what?
You could run a small AC with the amount of energy that it takes to produce all that ice.
Well, it's not even producing ice. You put the ice in it. It's like from Walmart, $30, $40.
Yeah. But you got to produce ice through your freezer. Hey, Apex.
How's it going?
What's up, dog?
Just
brother from another mother.
Just got off work a little bit ago, man. I'm exhausted.
What are you doing now?
Oh, I'm a shift lead for Qdoba Mexican Grill.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
How late is it there? What time?
It's currently 12:40. I got off at 11. got home, finished the movie, ate dinner, and now I'm about to crash out.
Oh,
He smoked a bowl too. Don't let him lie to you. He
Oh, I
smoked a bowl.
did. Oh, I did.
Fire in the bowl.
That right there, guys.
Hey,
Yeah,
battery.
I feel like the youth these days, man, we're just, I don't want to say we're bad, but like defective. We're defective kids. But like we got a lot of issues. But like the rate of pay versus the rate of income, or the expenses 3-4 times what you would pay on a rent or on your burger or on anything. It's just so ridiculous. How are we supposed to move out and be? And that's the thing for me is my mom wouldn't want me to move out, but like I'm more worried about all the people out there that actually need to have a place to live.
Right.
Hey, Barry, how's it going, man? I just saw Barry hit me up in chat.
They got rid of Google Hangouts finally. I had to finally switch the other day to Google Chat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my brothers, we have this little hangout with all three of us brothers. So I felt like we're one of the last people that ever were in Google Hangouts. We're the last people standing in that motherfucker.
Right.
Oh, I gotta stretch my legs. Yeah, I just bought a new chair for work. It's got a backrest. I'm hoping that's going to help me because I had some major headaches. I feel like it's related to this chair I've been sitting in at work.
Headaches are your
Right.
neck. If you're getting headaches, that's your neck. It means there's something dinked up in your neck. Yeah.
My right side of my neck is real tense, and then it shoots this pain through my freaking head into my eyeball, my temple.
Are they quick spikes that go through and feel like somebody stabbed you like into the temple?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Get it's gonna sound weird, but get one of those sleep pillows, those airplane pillows. Get one of those while you're at work and keep your head back a little bit on it.
Yeah.
I got the okay today to do my Viking braids for my boss.
Nice. Okay, so it's like you can do that at work.
I'm gonna put beads at the end.
There's some places that won't let you have facial hair, this type
Luckily, my work's okay with it. It's gotta be. Honestly, I haven't had any issues with anyone so far, so it's okay.
I got my nephew that's going to college, the one that's still in college. His summer job is working at a deli in a grocery store. He has to wear a net on his head, plus he has to wear a beard net.
Oh man.
So
Damn.
yeah, it looks funny when you go in there and he's all netted up.
The beard net is the official chin diaper. Or was it the original chin diaper?
But I get it because I'm sure we've all been at a place and you've been eating and all of a sudden there's this crazy hair stuck in your food. I've been at restaurants like that. It's like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen some hair in my food here and there for sure.
Yeah.
And I wonder if it was mine. I'm like, not the same color.
There's this one chick I've kind of fallen for at work. Unfortunately, it's at work.
Right.
Your boss. I think the worst.
Oh,
it ain't worth getting canned, man. It ain't worth getting canned.
Man, honestly, it almost might be.
It might be.
We'll see
If
what
they give
happens.
you the inspiration to go on and do better than working there, then I'd say yes. Fuck it.
I mean, yeah, eventually, of course.
Just keep on communicating with her, and see the sparks and see what happens.
Well, she's moving to southern Indiana, so there's probably not much of a chance.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's gonna
Like
move.
she's going down to IU Bloomington, so for school, so there's that.
There's so many flowers to pick out there, though. I think
It's funny
younger.
that you mentioned flowers because her name's Lily.
One of my exes, her nickname was Daisy.
She's a redhead too. Oh my goodness.
So
She was
Lily, if you're watching, you know why Apex stares at you all day now.
Right.
Lily, I'm sorry about my friends in advance. If you're watching.
You probably don't want to know what he's thinking either. So
I'm gonna grab my guitar.
Singularity. This is a Christian chat, sir. We will not talk about the fornication. Heathens!
even
Ye heathens!
Humans we are.
Nah, you're right. But yeah. Well, I was just coming up to say, hey, I haven't been on a sec. I told you guys I had a new job and stuff, so I figured I'd give you an update.
I'm so glad you came up and said, "Hey, man."
Yeah.
I know it's late.
I haven't got a
been
chance to
too
talk to you
long.
on here for a while.
I'm trying to, when I can, I'll be coming on. I might even pop in some night while I'm at work. Who knows?
Now that
If
I'm
it starts
on,
up. Yeah.
no, go ahead.
If the stream starts up soon enough while I'm still at work one night, I might jump on.
Yeah, now that I know I'm on Twitch, I gotta get on here more often. I keep on forgetting that I can just get on my phone and go live with you guys.
Right.
Oh, dude, you're gonna pop on at work?
Oh, I might. Well, at least on my channel. Well, if the game's live,
If they
I'll
come
go
on early,
live on here on the
Yeah,
game.
come on here and make sure I'm on, and we'll chat with some of your coworkers too.
Oh gosh. Hey, y'all can meet Lily. Actually, here's the cool thing. Okay, so we got to talk, and she's super big into space and science and stuff, and she flexed my nerd brain, and it was amazing.
She a Trekkie?
So with that said, I ended up looking at the schedule, and she's like, "Well, I'm off Thursday from everything." She works 2 jobs. I was like, "Well, let me see if I can work my schedule around and stuff, and we should hang out."
Is she a Trekkie?
I'm sure she would be.
Oh, you got to ask her the best captain question though.
You're right.
As long as she doesn't say Janeway, you're in the clear. She says Janeway, be very careful.
Tread lightly. See, here's something though, is that if she says something like Captain Nog, yeah, because Nog from Deep Space Nine actually ends
That's
up
impressive, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, if she said that, I would be impressed.
Yeah. If they go deep into the Star Trek storyline and make a comment, beyond Picard, beyond Kirk, if they go, if she said Nog, I'd say that's a keeper.
That's a keeper.
Whether you like Nog or not, you know that she's a Trekkie.
I like my umlauts.
Yeah.
Have you been playing any music or writing any songs?
Well, here's the cool thing, bro. I can
Right on, buddy.
because the shoulder injury, I haven't been able to play guitar or anything. But
Oh,
just today, I smoked enough that I was able to withstand the pain and stretched it out a little bit more. So now I can hit all the notes that I want to hit on the guitar. So I'm back in business.
oh shit! I didn't even know you
Yeah.
had a shoulder injury. What happened? I'm sorry.
I got into a fight with a squirrel and lost.
Oh, I heard that. No, I
Yeah.
do remember you talking about this.
Those squirrels are sneaky motherfuckers. They know that Russian leg sweep.
Dakota was only captain for a little bit though, until he until he wrecked his ship to save Voyager to join Janeway
Right.
and her crew. Then he became first officer. But
Isn't
but
that
Dakota was a captain for a little bit.
wasn't that like where the protostar came from or whatever?
I think that's what brought him there. Basically, it was a being that created the. I can't remember exactly.
That makes sense, like a corporeal being or something that made for the drive.
Yeah.
They harness the power of a star.
That through
Total,
its power releases or ways to gain power, it kept pulling more and more power to keep the people alive. Oh, hey, Bruce. And through that, it kept pulling in other people along with it. So, especially people that were at war.
Right. I keep looking, in science stuff, and we're getting relatively close. Like we're getting there.
Dude, I was thinking about that the other day. We're getting into a lot of this 3D and interactive, and if you look at some of the stuff they're creating with some of the interactive, dude, we're looking at holodecks within the next 100 years.
With at least within that 100. Actually, with funny enough, you mentioned the holodeck. I've got a program for the Oculus Rift. It's called Medical Holodeck.
Nice.
Basically, you can splay out the human body and go into in depth, like focus in on certain parts, like what you need to do it gives you certain little procedures and stuff. Not full on medical, surgical procedures, but for like you doing a suture and stuff, it'll show you how to do that, and you can put that in the 3D space.
Nice.
See, like I know there's some people that still talk shit on virtual reality, but it's really not that bad.
Well, VR within the next 20 years, VR will be fully integrated to where people are having full interactions. And and I truly think with some of the studies they're doing on like different matter realignments that within 100 years, I think we'll have a full solid state interactive thing similar to the holodeck.
Absolutely.
Y'all are tripping me out.
Look at the. Oh, my bad. Oh, I was just gonna say, look at the food generators. A lot of that has to do with molecule reconstruction and stuff like that, right? To make.
Well, what they are is is protein resequencing.
Yep.
Which really, if we can make 3D printed bacon and have it cooked by a laser, sure. No, I'm serious. Like somebody 3D printed some bacon and cooked it and ate it on YouTube. It's out there.
It's one of those things where on Earth you wouldn't need it, but before everybody flips out in the chat thinking we're greenies or thinking we're lefties or something, when you're in space, you're not going to be able to raise cattle, and sooner or later we will be traveling through space. So they're going to need these resequencers to be able
unless we're on some sort of like generational starship where we've got like an Elysium ring sort of deal. Then we might have some actual cattle space. I remember seeing pictures drawn out from like the 1970s or 60s. It was like they were showing it was depicting a space station that had a ring around it, and like it was colonized. Like there was green grass, there was all kinds, within this ring, and I
The
don't know
ring,
whatever happened to that
the ring,
concept.
the ring design is based off centrifugal gravity. They want to
Right.
create big gravity by the actual rotation, which is smart until we conquer gravity. Once we conquer gravity, though, our energy, everything changes. I mean,
Yeah.
Once the technology is shared that we have conquered gravity, because I think it
Yeah.
already has.
some people think we did in the 50s, because there was actually in the early 50s there was this abundance of gravitational manipulation patents in the early to mid 50s, and then
I
nothing.
remember that. Yeah.
If you watch
Um,
some of the documentaries on that, it's interesting.
I would like to read up on that for sure.
See, whatever happened to doing the experiments like that? I mean, yeah, we were close to destroying the world, but
It's when everything became science fact. So
that's
they
a
got
fact.
that's why I always say the true scientists are the theoretical physicists. They're
Yep.
not the regular scientists, because the scientists, they believe we know everything. They believe everything, even like relativity is definitive, where even Einstein himself said that he wasn't perfect, that everybody needed to keep questioning even his theories. That's what science is. You're supposed to question everything.
Keep questioning it. Yeah, and yeah.
Hi, Kimmy.
Is Kimmy here?
Yeah,
Hey,
just in
Kimmy.
time for pie. Rock on.
The solar sails thing is still, there's still a group planning that with a satellite battery.
That
Um,
they're talking about the satellite's no bigger than the size of a postage stamp, though.
yeah, with the solar sails and stuff like that, because it takes a massive sail. But with those solar sails, it keeps increasing. It just takes so long for that increase. You wouldn't approach the, even near speed of light for
No.
ions. I mean,
See, I think what needs to happen is like a laser drive. Some sort of like, I like the solar sail idea, but I think that we need to create our own form of radiation to it along.
I got you. I always like the theory of, folding space, where you expand it behind you, you fold it in front of you.
Yeah.
And yeah, I always like that idea, which you can do it with nuclear, but nuclear gets dangerous because you're doing fusion and fission at the same time. And you're setting on a nasty catastrophe if it went wrong. I do like the ion.
You ever heard of the SEG?
The SCG?
No.
Searle effect generator.
Oh,
Is that the ion pulse engine?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've heard
now
about
the
that.
ion pulse engine. Yep.
But they figured it out. It's called the Searle effect generator. It's a magnetic engine.
Okay.
It creates its own reality bubble. It pushes space out of its place. And
Okay,
creates its own reality inside the bubble.
And it has to do with pushing. Oh God.
No, it removes
plasma
it from.
also.
It effectively removes it from the effects of this reality. It creates its own gravitational or I say gravitational. It creates its own electromagnetic reality. In other words,
So
it
everything
removes
within the bubble is basically in the stasis or within its own.
a microplanet. Just think of it like a microplanet. It's creating its own gravity, its own electromagnetic field. It's creating its own electromagnetic environment, and it removes itself from the effects of
Oh.
and it gets repelled by the Earth. And they, from what I understand, they fired one of these bastards up when he was doing the experiments,
Is that the
and it
one that
blew out the
straight up?
ceiling. Yeah, it blew out the ceiling. It went
Out
into
in there?
space. They don't know what. You can't shut it down. They don't know where it went. How so it's probably still going somewhere out in space. Created its own little bubble.
Wow.
Huh. Wow. I can't imagine.
I misunderstood. I was thinking of the ion engine that basically in the center it superheats plasma and gives little bursts. But it has to do with magnetism too. That's how they superheat the plasma. But I think magnetism is going to solve a lot of our dilemmas. I think magnetism is a big deal with a lot of different things that they need to better understand it.
Scientifically, gravity is not a thing. Gravity is only the observable effect of an electromagnetic field.
I agree with that 100%.
Uh-huh.
Well, and
It's nothing but a descriptor of what happens inside of an electromagnetic field.
if you look at the actual definition too, is all it does is describes that the mass of it, the larger the mass, the more gravity it contains and everything, and all has to do about the centralization of mass. And it really proves that we really don't understand gravity yet fully.
There's
Like
no
this-
understanding gravity. It's electromagnetic forces.
Yeah.
I'll put it this way. My brother was an electromechanical engineer studying in college, and he even would bring up the question, so what is gravity? Because he couldn't, obviously tell us. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, I mean, your guys are on point, Wiz.
Kimmy said she had a good night last night. Glad to hear that, Kimmy.
That is good
Awesome.
news.
Yeah, that is good. I'm glad
She's
to hear
got
that.
rough times there. She didn't have any AC or something the other day? I forget.
All right, guys. I'm gonna go to bed. I gotta be up at 7.
Oh, right on.
Hey, I
Yeah.
feel you.
Have a good night,
Stay well,
everybody.
Patriot.
Sweet dreams.
Yeah, take care, man.
Thanks
Good to
for
see
coming
you.
up and letting us know you're alive.
Yeah.
Come on back as soon as
Not to
possible,
come back
man.
up again. That was a good conversation. I liked it.
Yeah, Singularity's getting all excited by your moves.
Yeah. Kind of excited there.
All right, night, guys.
All right,
Take
bro.
care, man.
Huh.
Yeah, I agree, Skull. The thing that I find amusing about SETI is we're sending messages and trying to skip them across light beams. So at best, they travel at the speed of light. Well, the closest thing that we're sending it to is 26,000 light years away. So if we send it to them, it's also going to take 26,000 years to get a message back. So you're looking at 52. Sorry, my math. 52,000 years to send a message and get it back. Yeah. It's just insane.
years?
It's like, yeah. If it's actually traveling at the speed of light, if it actually accomplishes what they're trying to do.
It's all about the purpose, and they could figure out a way as long as there's people that's the whole problem is people can't work together on this earth because they've divided the wavelengths so much between us.
Well, see, the
Right.
thing is, Tesla found out is he could use the Earth as his antenna.
Yeah.
Tesla
You know that
figured
if you
out
could
how to use the
capture
Earth.
one lightning bolt would power a whole city
Right,
for
Bruce.
years.
If you could store the power,
Right.
if you had a way to store it.
Iron bolt to that. Brought to you by
Iron bolt.
And
Well,
something that would
Go
But
ahead.
Steve,
not
sorry.
only
a lot of go ahead.
not only the ability to store it, but the ability to something that wouldn't blow everything out storing it that quick because you get all that power at once. And most things have to be charged slow. So
But what they don't tell you is Tesla figured that one out too, and he learned how to turn the Earth into a battery, and he could store that energy in the ground, and he could access that energy anytime. And then he realized at that point, he didn't need to keep the energy. He could float it in the atmosphere. He could supercharge the atmosphere, the upper ionosphere, and then pull the energy out anytime he wanted.
And they didn't like that. That cuts a lot of paychecks out of the way.
He developed
It's like
a
the
system.
paper industry with hemp. Go ahead.
That's why they shut him down. Number one, the big reason they shut him down at the end of everything was he came up with a way to create, with I think he said using 6 antennas correctly placed around the Earth, he could strike any place with high energy weapons anywhere on the surface of the planet.
Oh yeah, that's a whole nother level. Tactical warfare.
Okay. No. That's why they shut him down big time when they did.
I'm just reading the message.
He wouldn't give them all the information because, well, he was scared they would use it to dominate the planet.
Yeah. Dominate. They're the ones that have that problem. I don't think he would have had that problem.
No, he wanted to make everything free, and they were shutting him down every which way he went. He wanted to make energy access like we access water when it rains. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like
Too
when you
soon.
turn on your well. He wanted to make it like, because it's as prevalent as air. The energy on this planet is prevalent. It is a generator. The planet itself is a big iron ball spinning inside of a magnetic field. It is a fucking generator. The planet is a generator.
Generating energy. My holy belief is that those pyramids were being used for energy.
They were
some
used.
degree.
They are collectors. They are collectors, focusers of energy. Yes, from the planet. That's what they are.
I got to
They're
answer the phone. I'll be right back, guys. I got to answer the phone real quick. I'll be right back.
All right, go take care.
The water under the Great Pyramid, like way down, or they use the water from the
They had
Niles.
waterways that interconnected them.
Exactly.
That water was their circuitry. So
why is this stuff so hard for people to raise the? I guess they're just. It's this whole paid and played thing, or there's no way to get around.
Well, if you make energy accessible as oxygen, there's no money in it. There's no profit in it for them. That's why Tesla didn't get the grant from fucking big buck motherfucker he was dealing with.
If they thought far enough down the line, they would say, "Oh, well, the free energy means that they don't have to do anything or be deceitful of others. They could just chill back, maybe, and just have their
Rockefeller said, "No, I can't stick a meter on it, so I don't want it." And then he put Edison on a whole campaign to demonize the AC energy.
And these things they don't want anyone to share. You cannot talk about something that's like going to connect each other. We have to be divisive. That's all about, oh, watch the news. Somebody murdered somebody. Divisiveness. I am sick of this fucking planet with the people that are in charge. I'm fucking sick of it. Sorry, dude.
Right. Our fuel should be as prevalent as the water, because water is the most potent fuel on this planet.
I want to see Bill come up or something. Oh,
Gasoline and
Bruce.
oil ain't nothing compared to water.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing compared to water. You have enough water in a gallon jug to power a city for weeks.
And that this goes back to the fact of who's been causing the pollution that would cause global warming or doing things to Mother Earth by, you know, not going a step ahead to the newer technology that we have freed ourselves from
Right.
motor
But if you
oils.
went to hydrogen as fuel, guess what? You know what comes out of the hydrogen combustion? You know what the exhaust is?
Carbon dioxide.
Sterile water vapor. Period.
Oh, wow.
H2O water vapor.
Yeah, I should have guessed that. But yeah, that
That's
makes
it.
sense.
Sterile. It's sterile because it takes 2,600 degrees. That explosion that happens on recombination happens at 2,600 degrees. It's very localized, but
Hmm.
it's heart of it is 2,600 degrees. So when that water molecule forms, when the molecules reform, they're sterile.
Uh-huh.
They're sterile water. The recombination of 2 parts hydrogen, 1 part oxygen is sterile
Yeah,
water.
makes sense.
Sterile. I mean, it's actually sterile.
It's not mineralized like good
Not
H2O,
mineralized. No, it's pure, absolute
but
pure, sterile H2O.
that's somehow that's global something warm.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. It's bad for their industry. Dude, they're not trying to by eliminating carbon, they ain't doing anything but trying to kill everybody on the planet. Because you take out the carbon dioxide and you kill the plants because the plants eat that, turn that into oxygen. We need
right.
that. You take out the carbon, you destroy the chain of events to the cycle. You take out the carbon, you destroy the chain of events that create your oxygen. They're trying to kill everybody, dude. That's how they plan to do it. That's how they're one of their ways of making it happen.
And that's the whole thing is that that's how people get paid and played because they're threatened. Their lives are threatened. Their families
Yeah. That's why
need I.
Stanley Meyer was killed. He created a car that would run on that he had a process to turn water into fuel. And it was the size of a spark plug. It was the size of a spark plug, dude. He stored nothing but water on the vehicle. The water goes to that spark plug sized reactor and it fucking converts it into the HHO and injected it into the engine as fuel. And he drove back and forth between LA and New York, I think on like 4 or 5 gallons of water.
Let
They
me try
killed him
this.
fast, dude, because he wouldn't turn over the patents.
Hey, there's no echo.
Rock on, Bill. I told you it would level out.
No,
It
I
really,
actually,
really
I actually came in through the YouTube link, but
Okay.
you
Tried
guys
to
still
select
sound you still sound a little bit robotic.
who, me or him?
Both of you, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. But what were you saying? There's Jason, about what I was telling.
Well, you're saying it's stored in one like spark plug size
No, the whole
device.
reactor was the size of a spark plug.
So it's fed the line of hydrogen, moisture, water that you put in it, and it
There's a
reacts
line of
through.
water. There's a water line that goes to it, and an electrical
Hey,
line
Colonel
that goes
Shaw.
to it. And the reactor is the size of a spark plug.
It's as easy as that.
He did this back in the 80s, dude. 40 fucking years ago. Yeah.
I mean, if that's not draconian rule over people, like I mean, it's soft slavery that we're in. We're all in soft slavery. Every single cover.
I'm thinking it must be my 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 data. I think it's my data. Can you hear me clearly or not?
I think you should reset.
Yeah, he's having problems with it. It's his service, man.
I mean, not
You can't hear me, can you?
We can
No, I
hear you,
loud and
Bill.
clear.
I can hear you just fine, Bill.
5x5. 5x5 here.
Because I am having a hard time understanding you guys still. It's on my end. It's on my end. I think they're screwing with my data.
Probably.
I mean, you could always just clear it and come back in, or like try to just. That's what I always do is clear all my apps, or if you have to, you might totally reboot.
I know that.
Colonel
I've done that.
Shaw's in the house.
That's all I can tell you.
I already
Yeah.
did that, Jason.
I haven't been watching the chats. I just glad you came up in. I thought I mentioned your name, and I'm glad you came in for a minute.
Okay.
How are things over there, man? Are you pretty tired yet? It's pretty late.
Skull, I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about, Mannix. Same with the twos that Mannix had.
Is it pretty late there, Bill? Can you hear me?
I'm just trying to address
Yeah, you're fine. Elvis, nice to see you in here. Colonel Shaw, chilling. My brother, I play for you guys in Holland, man. I know it's way more than I'm dealing with right now. So far.
Elvis and Skull on both said it's the CIA at the same time. That's what
Fire the bowl of that.
fire the
I mean,
motherfucking bowl.
I have got to get my drink though first. I'm really. Where are some drinks? A Coke. There was some Red Stag. Brand new bottle. Is that it? Yes.
But
Liquor stores are open here Sunday.
I'm gonna do this.
And what are you gonna
What are
do?
you talking about?
Yeah. Dude, I need to come and just help you work on that, man. Dude, freaking A. I just need to take a vacation from here, like for a couple weeks, just do normal stuff and mellow my mind. I'll probably still want to work because I can't get up and I'm OCD. Like I need a job where I work really hard. I won't say like really hard, but I mean I love landscaping. Just being up too early, being at the spot like 6 a.m. But when I got out there and I'm shoveling yards of dirt, gravel, or rock or whatever, I don't know. It's invigorating. Oh, it is invigorating. I'm sorry, I'm so silly right now. Can you hear me, Liz?
I can hear you. Yeah.
I need to get into like the link you sent me about the hydrogen generator.
The generator?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that ain't no joke. That ain't no joke. Yeah. That's that generator that video I sent out. Yeah. That's the shit. Oops. I'm kicking you out.
Volume. Oh, hold on a second.
There you go. I'm kicking you out. Hey, Skull.
Is a fermenting tank for beer.
Oh, let me turn that other one down. Fuck. Off you go. All right. Comments. I'm back. And men are in black everywhere.
Yeah, well, I'm
I don't know. I just make rhymes up, but I really don't want to dress in a suit or a tie. Never have. Except one time I dressed up and went to a graduation for girlfriend's little sister. And her friend, I wish I could tell you. I don't know if it's worth even saying. Somebody will say I'm a racist or something. But my girlfriend's dad came in this African outfit that was like a robe. And in Belmont College, where we've had the vice president, that one guy that died, he was battling, who was he back? Obama for presidency. John McCain. And at that same Belmont College, my girlfriend's little sister was graduating with honors. And I dated a girl of color from Ghana, Africa for 2 years. And her dad was dressed in this robe that was like African, just like, Worf. He was like Worf. He was the only guy in that whole building that was pretty much nude. He didn't have anything on except that one little African, I don't know what it's called, but it was like something Worf would have in Star Trek. But it was really cool because it was epic. No one else ever probably did that. To be at such an elite place dressed like that. But he could do it. I couldn't have. I would have been kicked out. Like, no, why are you half naked with some little robe on? Like, it was just humor. Are you there, Wiz?
I'm here.
What are you working on? Rolling a blunt? Rolling a hydrogen blunt, dude. Let's do it.
Yeah, I was actually looking at that video again, just making sure, I wasn't going crazy. But he totally walks you all the way through it of exactly what you need to build it on that video. Turns that little
I started watching.
Yeah.
It would be cool if my brother Eric, my brother he was the guy I'm saying, electromechanical engineer, graduated with honors. He got kicked out of MTS. Well, he couldn't pay because he got a DUI, like his second DUI. So it was like $2,000 plus something. He couldn't pay for college, and now he works for O'Reilly. But I swear to you, man, my brother knows how to talk like your talk. He would know what you're talking about and be able to, boom, just be like, let's do this, let's do that. Like, and so I feel like I could do it because I'm fine grade certified with these watches. I have a brain. I could learn all of that. He learned, what was it? All the, what in math, the highest levels of math, calculus and freaking all that. But I forget, the bottom line is that if he could just connect with me, we could build that together like overnight. And I think my brother could capitalize on the idea and add more to it.
You don't need to
Like,
add any more to it. All you got to do is
he's
build it, turn it on, start producing energy, then build another one.
and if you add mercury into the equation,
You don't
you
need
could have a
mercury.
spaceship.
You just need stainless steel and filter housings.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need mercury. You don't need any special chemicals. You don't need any other bullshit. This generator thing is just a standard
I love that
household self-starting
water-based.
generator.
Well, it's all natural that way. I mean, you're not burning up chemicals from deep in the earth that you had to mine for crazy, paying people a lot. Oh, this. I love oil. I love the cars that were made that run off oil. I think that's my big fetish. And I know everybody, I can't take away having your car that runs off oil, but for transportation, business, they need to automatically have cars that run off of that type of thing, and that's it. And then people that want to still run their special cars, whether it's a rice burner or your whatever, you could still get it, but it's going to be cheaper, and not as many people are going to have to use it. Because think, transportation for business use is probably 70% of travel that uses 70% of your oil, is what I'm saying. I don't know, man. It's just me.
Well, just saying.
I need to read the chat and stop worrying and overthinking. Bruce, how are you? How dare you? He says. Gorgeous. I don't know, Colonel. What does that mean? Oh, I gotta stretch my legs. This chair. I've got another one in the side room that is way better. I've just had this hip issue for 5 or 10 years. And I've even got an ice pack right here. I'll put it on my head. Oh, it feels good. I've been
You all
just
right?
trying to stretch and get my hip down here. It gets to where it's really just tense. I had to deal with a headache that is sharp through my right. We were talking, somebody on here, I think it was you, and mentioned about, no, it was Singh. And we were just talking about this, feeling of headache, sharp pain comes through your neck. Oh, but it goes off and on. Like right now, I'm good again. I feel much better. But maybe it's because I'm on my knee and not in my chair. And oh man, I can't remember exactly what caused it. It's either
Fire in the bowl. That's what I do when I can't remember.
true to that. Lord Skull, I shouldn't love mining cobalt. I don't know. That's racist. I'm just being silly. I will light up a juvie, man, for all the homies that went to jail for some dumb drug war. That's the other thing. There's 3 facets to, I mean, the synergy of what they call, I hate to say dumbing down, even though it's kind of the truth, but it's not dumbing down. That word is that angle is just leading us to our own demise.
That's the link I'm talking about. This guy walks you through, start to finish, how to build the fuel system to add to a generator.
Get me back on track.
That's the link right there. Spelldrezer, check it out. You'd be able to build it in a fucking day.
3
You have all the
things.
parts. And then you can just keep running it. Colonel Shaw, check that out, dude.
Salute, Colonel. Oh, maybe I could raise or lower. Oh, that's a little better. Lower my seat. I've got $100 cushion I'm sitting on. I got it off Amazon. It's one of those Comfort Max. Yeah, it's expensive. And yet I'm still in pain. But
Oh
maybe
wow, Colonel Shaw's headed to the Canary Islands today. Badass, safe travels, my friend. Hell yeah. Escape from
that is
Kamiland.
beautiful, man.
Yeah.
I cannot even express how much I just want you to be able to relax, Colonel, and escape from it all. You can't afford to be stressed all the time, man. Oh, that felt good. Oh, okay. Back to normal. This chair just needs the 180. I've got one in the other room, and I just have to stick a bolt and put the nut with a washer on each 3 or 4 sides and be done.
Yeah, make sure you do, Skull. Make sure you do, buddy. Watch that video. That's the shit right there, dude.
Hell yeah. Is that
The step-by-step process of how to take raw materials and build that shit. Straight up. Stainless steel. And yeah, you're
noise?
not that bad, dude. It's not that bad. Mine were a little bit different. I designed my own before any of this was known. I did mine back in fucking 2006, 2007 when I built mine. Yeah, I did. I designed that. I was the first one to come up with that.
I just feel so lucky to even be on the screen with you guys. You know, not just you.
I hope not. Saying about me, shit.
I mean, Bruce, everybody, Ghost, Don. I mean, Colonel. God dang, you guys. I'm a loser in the face of such winners. Is what I feel.
Well, don't feel like winning from this side, but yeah.
I was just the son of a really good father. If you guys could have met my father, oh my God, he was a survivalist. I mean, he could make you your knife out of, or guns. He even made a few guns out of the leaf springs. I forget which.
Yeah, it replaces. It's simple as hell. It replaces the fuel system on a generator.
And not just that.
You never have to put fuel in it again. It only takes in water. But
it's like I get to understand stuff that is on my level when I'm with you guys, because a lot of people our age, whew, I'm trying to be recognizing space and Earth, not like it's flat Earth, because that's what everybody apparently thinks.
But Skull, yeah, he did it. That's what he did. He created a hydrogen generator using just 12 volts of electricity, probably about 8 to 10 amps with his unit, because my unit draws more power because it's got bigger plates. I don't know if I produce more. He doesn't go into the statistics of what his generator produces, but it's enough to run that generator. And you could scale it up or build multiple units if you needed more fuel availability. And just turn it on and let her go. Yeah, it's not gonna. It won't have a run time. You'll have to shut it off, give it a break, right? Because it's never gonna run out of fuel as long as it's got water in it. Yeah,
That's really freaking
fire in the motherfucking bowl.
for someone my age. I mean, I'm not like Don T, and I know exact words you're saying, but dude, I get what you're saying, and I think that's
Yeah,
just ingenious. Don T, I know he's out there. Listen, I hope he's all right too, man. I love you, Don T. And Lord, I used to watch Zero Fossil Fuel years ago.
yeah, I did too. Zero fossil fuel was the shit.
I've never heard of it. What is it? Was
Zero fossil fuel was an old guy up in Connecticut, I think it was, and he was going through these experiments and doing it online, and he did some of that stuff. He also made colloidal silver, and he did a whole bunch of cool shit back in the day. Yeah, back
That's
in the
pretty
day.
cool. I ran out. Well, my mom's got more, but I keep this little tiny spray bottle. Wellness colloidal silver. The tag is almost gone, but like I refill it, and I haven't done that in like the last month now. It's been
Oh,
a
I
few
made a
weeks.
batch. I made a batch of colloidal silver just the other day.
I gotta get a refill of that because that's up with iodine. My survival shield that I usually take every day, which I've also slipped off of, but I've been in good health. I'm not gonna say that I am not feeling good. Other than the right side of my body's paralyzing headaches and yada yada, but when I'm not feeling that, I feel great. I digress. I need a sip of something, dude.
Fire in the boat.
What's Bruce doing, man? Come up here and tell me a story real quick. Put us to bed. I know I got 20 minutes left, if that. Maybe 30 if I'm really too. Shaw, I'm just smart enough to accidentally. Water is just a combination of two gases. Like we're 70% of just two gases, then I guess, because the human body is like what 70% water, right?
Right.
That's why I wonder how lightning bolts don't hit us all the time when we're out there walking around. I'd be scared to drop off deliveries. I'm like, I'm going right into the storm, and you got to get out and
What the hell?
walk up around the trees.
If you're the tallest thing on the ground within 100 feet of you, you got problems. Yeah.
I got you. I know it. You gotta be, but people do get hit by lightning. There's one guy I remember he was famous.
Well, don't run next to the tallest tree in the yard. Okay, get next to a small tree.
And not with a golf club.
Don't run over.
Don't
I
have a
actually
golf club in hand.
I had a neighbor down the road, down the street from me when I was a kid, and that guy ran out. He ran. He was outside, and lightning was striking. He was underneath. He ran up ran up underneath the tallest tree in his front yard,
Yeah.
and it got struck by lightning. And so did he. It was like he survived it and all that shit, but it was all
Oh.
fucked up, man.
Like he was running away because he's scared, and then he got
He was
hit.
running under the tree. Yeah,
Oh, he hid under the tree. Right.
right. And that tree was the tallest tree in the area, and it got hit.
That just makes me think though, if I go under any tree, God might smite me. Just I don't know. But I do have faith, man. When I go up delivering, I'm like, maybe I'm a little bit paralyzed from some of these lightning bolts I'm seeing. But, you know, that's part of like understanding the Lord. I think when you really think about it, you gotta have so much faith. Ultimately,
But Skull, the one way to really maximize production
that
is the key. The key is in that movie Chain Reaction.
put on my hat. I got
And what they did, I watched it again the other night, but they went through and removed the numbers. But I remember what those numbers are. The frequencies. That's 42.6
hertz.
hertz. Yeah, 42.6 hertz.
What do you call it? Is it like octaves? When
Sonics, ultrasonics, it's like the fog machines that they do. They put that make fog on water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's that sonic fog maker kind of thing.
That's what I was kind of thinking when you
You
were talking
apply
about.
that sonic. You apply one of those sonic fog makers to a gas generator like that, and it will mass produce. Yeah, if you can manipulate frequency to 42.6, you'll get probably right around there, depending on the harmonics of your container. It's not solid all the time, but it's based on your frequency of the harmonics of your creation chamber. So
Then
you have to tune that in. You have to tune that in. That's the secret of the sonics.
Then you may know the answer to my question. It's pretty simple. It's just like if 528 hertz is the love frequency, but then they record music in 432 hertz frequency. What do you call that? Like octaves up and octaves down, because it's in the same notes or frequencies. I mean, but it's at a different octave, like 528 hertz
Correct.
versus
You get hertz versus
432.
megahertz versus kilohertz.
I think those deeper questions is what I kept wanting to look into and just kind of gave up. I was like, oh my God.
But you have to have if you want to go into the sonic side of it. But what he's doing there's no sonics to it. But if you added sonics to just apply the sonics to the container itself, just apply it to the container itself, it will cause the reaction on the water. And if you can manipulate the frequency, play with it until you get it tuned into that chamber. You want to see some production, it'll blow you away.
Like this ganja I've been smoking, dude.
No,
I have got some better stuff because I've been smoking kind of like what you would call mid-grade dro. It wasn't really even all that sticky or nothing. And then he got some really compact, like smelled good, and I just got an eighth of it maybe a week ago.
Yeah, Lord,
So
that's exactly what I was talking about. Those diesel misters is what I was talking about. Yeah.
I have to go back and hear that. But
yeah, I don't think I'm getting through to you there, Jason. I think you've got a wall up around your head, man. Just blowing it away. It's okay. I'm way out there too, man. I'm like off in outer space with this shit. I'm buzzing like a
getting zoned in, and then I zone out, just like you're saying. I'll zone the fuck out for a second, and I'm listening, but it's like I'm not enjoying my conversation because I know I'm like lifted eagle. That's my other name. This motherfucking plane is sky high, like through the clouds, above the clouds. And I just want to hear from people like Bruce that are below the ocean, just no. He says, if you look at it, Lord Skull, it as waves, it makes a lot.
What's up, Hawk?
Hey, welcome in, dude.
Hey.
That gives me a reason to get ice.
How you doing, buddy?
Hay is the reason you need to get ice.
I love talking about that. That is really cool. I'll be right back. I gotta get ice.
Oh, what a night.
Tell us what.
I just got done with a podcast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Covered some. Well, needless to say, it's been very nice having Hawks Mustard Seeds number 17 for as long as I've had it. But more than likely, after tonight, I won't.
All right.
Yeah, a little too much truth, I think. just a little bit. Just a little bit. There's a new movie out. Bloodyhill.com. And I would recommend for every patriot in this country to watch it and share it with family and friends. Really good. Really, really good.
Where's it at?
You can find it at 107daily.com in the video section, which is a free site. They do ask you to sign up, but you sign up and you just click the they have a paid for membership and then they have a free membership. Just do the free membership, and it allows you to watch all the videos that are posted up on their site there, and all that. The other place that you can find that is at bloodyhill.com. And there were some really cool patriots that put this together, and it was really good. I mean, it was really, really good. It covered everything for that 1/6 date.
Oh, really?
Really laid a lot of things out, put a lot of things out there in the forefront. Kind of eye-opening for a lot of people. Some of us knew already, but the thing is it people need some type of visual verification. They want to see evidence, proofs, and all that other stuff. And these guys were really putting it out there. So they did really good with it. So, yeah, bloodyhill.com or 107daily.com/videos/bloodyhill. So, but I wanted to come in and smoke a bowl with you guys before I bedded down for the night, and partake with some of my patriotic brothers in weed.
Fire in the bowl.
Fire in the bowl.
Oh yeah.
Brought to you by SausageGravyBiscuitFarms.com.
And you can too. I'm smoking my own stuff. I'm not smoking yours.
Oh man, you guys rock. Hawkeyes. How's it do, man? Good to see you back, man.
Hey, the game. Thanks for posting that link. You're much appreciated. All of you that did that. So, a bunch of people posting it right on. You guys are awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I was posting a link earlier about that hydrogen, the water run generator.
Oh yeah.
The guy says it. Huh?
What happened?
Oh, he's I'll post the link again. Shows you how to build it from scratch.
Right on.
Yeah, I've just posted it again.
Okay, let's see.
Like the aliens over in Puma Punku could show you how to do that in a millisecond.
I just posted it in Twitch.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yep. I got it here, and I'm going to save this, and as soon as I finish here with you guys, I'm going to get started. Now, I wonder if that'll work for a 7,500 watt generator.
You may need to build a second generator.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Build two of them instead of one if it requires more fuel to run it.
Okay.
But you just build another generator right next to it.
Yeah.
Oh, you never got to pay for fuel again.
Yeah. That's that would is that your current project? is getting ready to build one of those?
I got to put it together. I built I built something like that, but I built it like 14, 15 years ago.
Uh,
I had to put it away, kind of thing, because people started disappearing and dying again.
yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry.
I built it 15 years ago. I converted a couple cars,
Oh,
and I had to put it all away because there was no fucking way I wanted to. I had kids,
yeah.
and I wasn't going to put my life on the line at that point. But yeah, this is very similar to the stuff I built. Very similar. In fact, I showed you my website, thegreatatech.com.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. I did all that shit back in 2007, dude, 2008.
I'm smoking a combination of some animal cookies, some of the white, and some soda machine.
That sounds intriguing.
Yes, it is quite the combination. 2 sativas and 1
Like
hybrid.
aromatic bliss. You know?
Yeah, there's a lot of the fragrance are definitely not like flowers. It's more of a with the combination of the 3, kind of like a musk. You know,
Is there a lot of indica in it then?
yeah, in the one, yeah, in the white, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
The white,
I figured it.
the cool thing about the white is the white was always something that I recommended for people to grow if they were living in an apartment and they were growing in a small tent and they had a lot of neighbors, because the white, even during flower, does not give off any odor until it's completely dry.
Gotcha.
Once it's completely dry, then the odor starts popping out of it like crazy, you know.
Well, send me a few of them seeds, man. I'm probably one of them guys that needs that.
Attitude seeds.
I know someone at Sausage Gravy Biscuit Farms.
Mm-hmm.
You know that. I got the hookup. Holla if you hear me. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Colonel Vegas.
Yeah, I tell you what, my plants
we'll have to trade some seeds there, Wiz. You know that, right?
Do what?
We're gonna have to trade some seeds. You know that, right?
That's fine. That's
my
fine.
Strawberry Express and my Mox. My Mox is like, oh gosh, bulk. Yeah, I gotta.
Hey, that's better than trading baseball cards. That's for sure.
Hey, you know, some people prep by buying ammo and stocking up on gas and everything else. I stock up on weed and seeds.
Hey, dude, that's pay dirt right there. I mean, you know,
I'll be the Mad Max of
it's
weed.
Life. It's not life, but you know, I mean, it can do so many things. You can have oil-based, you know, everything could be pretty much hemp-based and oils and you know, blah blah blah. Everything. Everybody knows this stuff, though. That's why I don't need to preach to the choir.
I'm reading some of these comments. He said, "Ghost Adventurer says vegans should be bubble wrapped to save the planet."
Right? I say all these climate people that believe that climate change is a problem because of human existence.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they should like limit the numbers and just eliminate themselves.
Yeah.
Sacrifice them for themselves for the cause.
Yeah.
Right.
I think. Yeah. That's what I think. Yep. You bunch of fucking idiots. You ought to be sacrificing yourself for the cause if it's that important. Fuck you all. You eliminate yourself from the equation.
No, I get what you're saying, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I try to cause war over it, man. Like, that's what they think at the end of the day, is that the way someone talked was what.
Well, years ago, didn't we used to call those people like waste of oxygen in the first place?
Just heretics.
There's a waste of oxygen on that son of a bitch.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
well. That's what we heard all the way through the '60s and the '70s.
Right.
Even about halfway into the '80s, then it began to change over. Then we began to see this change in our country where everybody was afraid to say anything because of hurting somebody's feelings really became more vital.
When the trash man became a sanitary engineer.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's
You know, that was
accepted.
the mob who came up with that, right? Because they wanted clear official titles, you know, for their organizations. You know, they gotta somehow make their guys look good somehow. So, yeah,
Yeah, sanitation engineer. Yeah, fucking trash guy. Picks up garbage cans, throws it in the back of a trash truck, pulls a lever and smashes it.
Yeah.
That's not a.
And they pulled Shudder's body out of it.
So Bruce Pat Wayne says, I think Willie Nelson has it right making weed biofuel. He should name it Fuckahol. Okay. So this is the thing. Henry Ford, back in 1921, developed a biofuel from hemp. And he was capable, he ran his entire fleet of 400 trucks on 40 acres per year. So all those trucks that were going out to haul other vehicles out to dealerships and things like that, they were all hauled by hemp biofuel. The paper, plastic, and foil industry, the steel industry, the paper, especially the paper industry, because it's the pulp from from an acre is like 4 times the amount of what they actually get in pulp from trees.
Oh wow!
And the thing is you can get 3 harvests a year on hemp.
Yeah.
So he was able to produce his own biofuel and everything. And, and then you had the black oil and they wasn't having it. He built the car out of hemp, and you can actually look this up. This is all information that's available on there. He built a car that the entire body was made out, except for the chassis, the frame and the chassis.
The steel was the chassis. Yep.
And they did a test with the top model, what was considered the most safest car in America back then, side by side into concrete. Okay. And the hemp car bounced off of it. There was one panel that had a slight fracture in it, but the steel car was scrunched like a freaking accordion.
Right. Oh wow! I didn't know about that, but yeah.
Oh yeah. So after it passed the roadworthy test, that's when people began to find out that the motors that he was now developing were all capable of burning the hemp biofuel instead of black oil. And black oil in the 1920s, it was booming. They were making a mint. They were just coming out with the first oil locomotives. They were designing the new locomotives for the railways and everything else. So you look at all these circumstances and you begin to understand how all of this stuff is all intertwined. Marijuana was not criminalized until the 1950s. And it was the same group of people that were involved from 1928 to 1934 in Washington, 20 years later, that were fighting to get cannabis, marijuana, outlawed as well, and succeeded. the biggest mistake was that for, basically since 1928, they, they have lied to the American people in regards to the health benefits of these plants.
Yep.
So for 90 years, they lied to us.
And then who made it a Schedule 1 or whatever?
That was Anslinger. Anslinger was his name.
Right. And wasn't he was a big pharma.
He was well, not only with Big Pharma, he was in Rockefeller's pocket.
Yep.
Because Rockefeller had both the pharmaceuticals and the oil industry locked in the United States, and JP Morgan as well. So,
Yeah, honestly.
textiles. Yep. They used to take, after they got done, with the material for making the hemp biofuel, all the leftovers, that was all given to their livestock. They fed their livestock with that.
What?
No grain was necessary.
Oh my God.
The hemp took care of everything. Yep. That's when cows would, had longer lives, and horses had longer lives, sheep, all of it.
That's not allowed. They don't want that, right? I mean,
Yeah, and the textiles industry, the paper industry, all these things that hemp did.
Yep.
Okay.
the first thing I
One
heard
thing
of
you care
was
about.
DuPont.
Mhm.
And I hate to even bring it up,
Well,
but DuPont.
DuPont was, they okay. So DuPont made a name in 1918, the First World War. That's when DuPont made their name, but they did it in Germany,
Right.
and the U.S. brought them in. At the end of the Second World War, brought them all in. How do you think our CIA was set up? It's all the intelligence agencies worldwide are all Nazi based.
Well, they're linked in with the Ombi bankers,
Mhm.
the ghouls and the goblins under the covers.
Well, hey,
You're getting in bed with the zombie. No, I'm just kidding. It's signing over your life like blood on a piece of paper.
They're using hemp these days now to make with concrete, and it makes it fire retardant.
yeah, it's hempcrete. That's what we wanted to grow here. We wanted to do industrial hemp so that we could make hempcrete, and it's fireproof, it's waterproof, and you can make it in blocks where you can build and design as you go along by stacking blocks that interlock. All different. There's so many different things.
Yeah.
And the thing is it's, some of the ways that they do it, where you build the form, no different than you would build, a form for doing your basement walls. But you have your form built, and they run all the electrical and everything, and then it's all that's in there. And this is the thing is, if there was an electrical fire, the hemp would smother it.
No way.
Yeah, way.
The hemp would smother the fire.
Yep.
Yeah.
And put it out?
Yep.
Makes the
Like-
concrete impervious to fire.
Wow, I didn't even know that. That kind of makes sense, though. I mean, I would think only when it's sticky and like already cured, that's when, I don't know. I guess before it would be
you
even more
extract
sticky.
all the resin.
I don't even grow buds, so I've never grown a plant.
You extract all the resin, and then you use the resin as the base in order to solidify with the concrete.
Right. Oh, I'm gonna break this thing. Oh, there it goes.
Because you're doing a concrete mix,
Fire in the hole.
and then you've got your and it's very light in the concrete, on the concrete side, because you can take a block of this, lift it up, carry it, and throw it into a friggin' lake, and it'll float.
Hmm.
But it'll withstand a hurricane,
Wow.
and shit like that. It's waterproof and fireproof. Yeah, you got two things covered right there. Fire
Not only-
insurance. You just saved yourself $1,700 a year in fire insurance.
Yeah. But I mean, maybe it's a temporary way to prevent the fire. Like it would burn through it eventually once it's been there too long. Would you have to replace it every now and then? Because I think I didn't catch it all. I'll have to rewind.
Yeah, you're gone, dude. It's all right, dude, man. You'll catch up one day. It's all good.
No, I get
got
it.
crash
I'm
too, man.
you
I'm
know what's
like,
funny, dude? Wiz, I have never really watched any videos that I've been in like the whole way,
Okay.
I learned all
Now,
that.
don't watch this one. You won't. Yeah, don't watch this one. You'll be like, what the fuck was I thinking?
No, I love that Hawk came on. Bruce, man, dude.
Yeah, Ghost and Kimmy was here and Miriam and Huckleberry and
I just feel like it's
Colonel Shaw.
video chat. I don't
Gold
really care
Tracer.
about trying to be perfect. I know I'm a human and I love coming up here just because, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm a waste of space here. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I don't deserve
It's okay.
to be here.
Yeah, you're one of our wall ornaments. Zoom was here. Yeah. Rock on.
I'm the biggest supporter of the mindset of what I'm the biggest fan that I know.
Stoner, you're a big stoner like the rest of us. Fucking
I'm
dope, man.
Making
Right.
mistakes so I can learn from them.
Right. Elvis left the building. Was up here.
breathing weed exhaust from vehicles in traffic jams. Yeah, that would be great. No more road rage.
All right, guys. Dream well, Patriots. Thank you for another great evening. See you tomorrow night. God bless you. Fire in the bowl.
Yeah, fire it up.
One last one.
One last one.
How you doing on that greenhouse? I wanted to ask you that real quick before we jumped out. Have you made any good progress?
I'm just about finished with the foundation for the north wall.
Nice. I know you were having a hell of a time there because of the heat.
Yeah. Tomorrow, I'm hoping to finish it up, that north wall, and then I can work my way across the back. So, yeah, but that way, I get to that point, and I'm just throwing it off the trailer.
Yeah.
Instead of wheelbarrow and shit. Right.
Yeah. I'm glad to hear that, man. It's I know you were dealing with heat waves and everything else. It was had to be a little bit much.
Yeah, tomorrow's only supposed to get up to 88 degrees, so I'm going to be busting ass and breaking the time barrier. Hopefully.
Take my name. No, bust some ass and take some name.
You got it, man. God bless you all. I'll see you tomorrow night.
I'm there with you, bro. I'm going to come visit and help you, man.
Congrats on a good show tonight, Hawk.
Hawk, I love you, bro.
I just wanted to say congratulations on your show tonight, Hawk. Said it was like a really good one. Rock on, guys. I will see you tomorrow night.
Ghost, Bruce, everyone out in the building.
Remember, we're going to win this shit. And life's going to be glorious on the other side. So, damn faith.
Yes, sir.
You're on God's side because he's the one who wins.